Frederick II, widely known as Frederick the Great, was born in Berlin on January 24, 1712. He was born into the Hohenzollern dynasty, a powerful ruling house that had governed Brandenburg, Prussia for centuries. His father, Frederick William I, was a strict and militaristic king who instilled in young Frederick a deep sense of duty and discipline. Frederick's mother, Sophia Dorothea of Hanover, was a more refined and cultured woman who tried to foster her son's intellectual curiosity. Frederick's early childhood was marked by a rigorous and often harsh upbringing. His father, intent on molding him into a strong and capable ruler, subjected him to a strict military education. Frederick's days were filled with military drills, physical training, and rigorous study, leaving little room for personal interests or leisure. This austere environment had a profound impact on the young prince, shaping his character and worldview. Despite his father's emphasis on military training, Frederick developed a passion for the arts and sciences. He was particularly drawn to French literature, music, and philosophy, much to his father's disapproval. The king viewed these pursuits as frivolous and unbecoming of a future Prussian monarch. This clash of interest between father and son created a rift in their relationship, leading to frequent conflicts and punishments. Despite the challenges, Frederick's intellectual curiosity flourished. He read voraciously, mastering French, studying history, and delving into the works of Enlightenment thinkers. His love for music also blossomed, and he became an accomplished flutist, even composing his own pieces. This period of intellectual exploration laid the foundation for Frederick's later embrace of Enlightenment ideals and his vision for a modern Prussia. Frederick's education was a blend of military discipline and Enlightenment thought. He devoured the works of Voltaire, with whom he would later strike up a correspondence. The young prince was captivated by the ideas of reason, progress, and individual liberty that were beginning to sweep across Europe. As Frederick matured, his intellectual pursuits increasingly clashed with his father's rigid worldview. Frederick William I, a staunchly conservative ruler, viewed his son's interest in philosophy, art, and French culture with suspicion and disdain. The king feared that these effeminate pursuits would soften his son and make him unfit to rule Prussia. This clash of personalities led to a number of confrontations between father and son. In one famous incident, Frederick attempted to flee Prussia with his close friend Hans Hermann von Katte. The plan was foiled, and Frederick was imprisoned, with von Katte being executed before his eyes on his father's orders. This traumatic experience left a lasting mark on Frederick, forcing him to confront the brutal realities of power and the limits of his own freedom. Despite these hardships, Frederick continued to cultivate his intellectual interests. He corresponded with leading Enlightenment thinkers, including Voltaire and Jean-Jacques Rousseau, engaging in lively debates about politics, philosophy, and the nature of society. These exchanges helped shape Frederick's own political philosophy and his vision for Prussia as a modern, enlightened state. In 1740, Frederick William I died, and Frederick ascended to the Prussian throne. He was 28 years old and eager to put his own stamp on the kingdom. He immediately set about reforming the Prussian army, making it one of the most formidable fighting forces in Europe. Frederick's reign began with a bold move that would redefine his rule and Prussia's place in Europe: the invasion of Silesia. In late 1740, upon inheriting the throne, Frederick seized the opportunity presented by the death of the Holy Roman Emperor Charles VI and the ascension of his daughter, Maria Theresa, to the Habsburg throne. Frederick, seeing a chance to expand Prussian territory and prestige, disregarded the Pragmatic Sanction, which recognized Maria Theresa's right to inherit all Habsburg lands. The invasion of Silesia, a prosperous Austrian province, ignited the War of the Austrian Succession from 1740 to 1748. Frederick's decision to challenge Austria, a major European power, showcased his ambition and willingness to use military force to achieve his goals. His gamble paid off. Prussia won a series of stunning victories, securing Silesia and establishing Frederick as a major player on the European stage. The annexation of Silesia, a wealthy and populous region, significantly increased Prussia's territory, population, and resources. This victory not only enhanced Frederick's prestige but also laid the groundwork for Prussia's emergence as a great power in the following decades. The War of the Austrian Succession, though costly and brutal, marked the beginning of Frederick's transformation into the Great. He had proven himself to be a shrewd strategist and a courageous leader, earning the respect of his enemies and the admiration of his people.